All right, we got 49, 50 degrees today. I think this is day 37. So hello, this is day 37, and today I'm going to be talking to my future self about off days. Today is one of those off days, and I'm feeling, honestly, 2 out of 10 willingness today. I think some days you have to accept that maybe you feel so off that it's out of your control. I think those days are allowed to be healthy. But I also think that it's a dangerous and slippery slope to allow rationalization of not doing something. And today, even though it's an off day, and even though I could rationalize not getting in here because I'm so unwilling to get in here, I don't think it would necessarily be a healthier option to not get in here. I think that's just my denial, my fear, my unwillingness. Because sometimes I think when you have off days, if it's not a case of having to accept that it's just going to be an off day, the only other option and the only other alternative is really just spitting in the face of that off day and regaining control. So many of those things are topics that I've talked about a little bit. Obviously, I think they'll all have relevance. Every topic I talk about will have some relevance every day. But today it seems like they're all a little more intertwined than normal. Today didn't even start off as an off day until I got home from work and just didn't have it in me. But anyways, like I was saying, sometimes you'll have to just accept however long that off day lasts. Sometimes you'll have to pull out the white flag. Sometimes you'll just have to do the exact opposite to get yourself out of that hole. I think today is one of those days. So let's do it. Oh, dear future me, I know this seems so dramatic. But I really hope this ends up as a powerful lesson for you. And I'm doing this for you. I'm putting in so much effort for you right now. Because I haven't felt this off in a long time. And it's been a pretty long streak of having days where I'm feeling on and life is just going. Today's not one of those days. Today I was shivering before I even got in here. And it's not because I think I'm getting sick or I feel ill or unwell. I think I'm just dreading this experience. And today is one of those days where almost every fiber in my being is resisting doing something that's uncomfortable. And every fiber in my being is telling myself, I don't have to. And knowing that I don't have to is such a strong, rationalizing thought. Knowing that I don't have to do this, knowing that I could just lay in bed and be warm and just let today be an off day and let today be a failure. As strange as it seems, there's a lot of comfort in that. In the short term, though, it's all short-term comfort. Because I know that in the long run, if I were to stay in bed and not get myself to do this, it would be yet another example of me allowing things that I know are in my control to slip by. I know that I have the control to get in this fucking water and shiver and be a bit fucking cold for 5 minutes. But almost every fiber in my being does not want that. And so this is a reminder to you, dear future self, that on those days where you're feeling really fucking off, I want you to really consider if you're just gonna let everything happen, if you're just gonna let it be an off day, if you're gonna sit there and soak in whatever's happening to you, or if you're really, really, really gonna analyze and observe if it doesn't have to end that way. And I think 9 out of 10 times it can end in this, in pushing yourself out. And even though physically it's quite fucking difficult, mentally I know I'm gonna feel 100 times better. And 9 out of 10 times I think that's the only way out. And I think that's the way that you're trying to head. It's the way that you're going if you just keep at it. And I know you've spent years of having off days every week, and you have to combat all of that. All of that arsenal that you've built up for years of having an off day and just letting it happen. I know that you have years of examples of having off days and letting it eat you alive. And a lot of those days, there wasn't much you could do. But dear future me, I don't want your off days to trick you into feeling like you're getting worse. I don't want you to feel like your off days are an immediate game over. And I'm sending this as a message to you that if you're having an off day, it can change. Maybe not every time, but sometimes. And if I can do this shit for you right now, I can almost promise you that you can get your ass out of bed, that you can get your ass to the gym, to that friend's house, to your family's house, to wherever the fuck you're dreading going. And maybe not every time, and that's okay. But dear future self, I want you to remember how I'm feeling right now. And I want you to know that an off day is not a death sentence for the rest of that day, for the rest of that week, for the rest of that month, for the rest of your year, for the rest of your life. You're just feeling off. What can you do about it? Fuck yeah. All right. Can't remember what day it is. I'm pretty sure it's day 37. So until tomorrow, day 38, have a good night. Peace.